Hi, I'm Stephen Vizinczey, the author of In Praise of Older Women, An Innocent Millionaire, If Only, and Truth and Lies in Literature, and The Rules of Chaos. I'm talking with Claire Parker.
I'm a friend of Stephen's, and it was thanks to Stephen that I discovered the later works of Mark Twain.
Yes, the later works are very important because most people know Mark Twain from Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer, and they are great books in their own way, but they are a children's view of slavery. But the really biting books of Mark Twain are his later works, like Letters from the Earth and The Mysterious Stranger. He was the most dangerously radical writer in America. It's very typical that Letters from the Earth, for instance, couldn't be published before all her daughters died, because the third daughter was very religious, and Letters from the Earth is the greatest attack on religion you will ever read. And
he could never have published that in Letters from the Earth during his lifetime. If he had, he would have been lynched.
Correct.
Yes.
So he was such a great writer that could make people very angry, although he always tried to be humorous and funny. He's also the funniest writer. Nobody delivered bad news so funnily as Mark Twain. And he grew up still in the South in slave society, and he hated slavery, and hated the religion, which was the kind of Christianity which justified slavery, and he attacked it in a way which nobody except Walter did before him. And you said that it would make a great, you said it would make a great show.
What was that?
If you could have Voltaire.
Oh yes, if you're going to have Voltaire and Mark Twain and Jonathan Swift together, what a great conversation that would be.
Yeah, it's really pity that there is no heavenly chat show. And this is about the creation of the world. Incidentally, I would like to mention a picture, a great painting by Tintoretto, which is in the Venice Art Gallery, about God creating the world, and he holds out his hand, and from his fingers come all the animals and all the life. So the book starts with that too. The Letters from the Earth starts with the creation, and God, of course, is huge, and the archangels, Gabriel and Michael and Satan, these were the three great archangels, reached only to his uncle.
To his uncle, yes.
And afterwards, God created the world, and then they decided the archangels were alone, and they decided to discuss it, and they said, it's without question that we watched an extraordinary event, the creation of the universe. But as to the value of it,
there might not be any value.
There may not be any value to it.
It is Satan who decides to go down to earth and report back.
No, he doesn't decide.
No, he doesn't.
Satan makes very sarcastic remarks about the creation, and God hears about it. He says, for instance, that the spider kills the fly, the bird kills the fly, and the vulture kills them all. And the whole story of mankind is, the whole story of the universe is that it's kill, 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 which Satan thinks is not very nice. And God is offended, so he banishes Satan to the earth. And then from the earth, Satan rides back to his former colleagues, the other archangels, and tells them that although it strains credulity, that the humans believe that they are the point of God's creation, and they are God's favorite children.
Apart from the housefly.
Out from the housefly.
Man is his pet.
Yes.
Apart from the housefly.
Yes, that's the first. And then you have a sarcastic history of the biblical story, and
the flood, and Noah.
The flood, how Noah builds his ark.
It's interesting, that part, because Mark Twain was a pilot on a ship on the Mississippi, so he knew all about shipping. But Noah, apparently Noah was a farmer, hadn't a clue how to build an ark, so it was a very shoddy ark. He said it doesn't have a pump, there are no charts, or all the different accoutrements that a good ship ought to have. Noah's ark didn't have.
So poor Noah started on the flood and left Mount Ararat. But then God ordered him back to Arafat because Noah left behind the fly which
carried typhoid.
And
that was essential.
And
because you had to have all the diseases that were going to be imparted to mankind.
Yeah, and also, and not just the animals, but also the diseases, but all the microbes which cause the horrors of the earth.
But when he described the voyage of the ark, when it was raining and raining, he says that they lost a day because the painters and decorators hadn't finished decorating the flies, drawing them. It's full of little asides like that. Yeah.
And he is wonderful as he recounts later. A pastor, a minister tells when a man comes to him for advice, then he said, just imitate God.
Yes.
So the man reads again the Bible, and then
he causes his wife to fall downstairs and she becomes paralyzed.
And his daughter...
several daughters.
Sorry?
He has several daughters.
Yes.
One
of them, diphtheria, the other he throws out of the house and dies in...
Well, he allows her to become seduced by some man.
Yeah.
She ends up in the brothel and dies.
Yes.
So that's how he's imitated.
And people and all the family has some horrible things happen to them. And then he goes back to the minister and tells him that he did everything, he imitated God, and tells him how he ruined his own family. And then the minister said, that's not the way to imitate God.
But he changes the subject. And he says,
And
what's
he
the
asked,
weather like?
no, before he
Before that, okay.
just the subject, he asked, dear Father, tell me, where did I go wrong? And then the pastor changes the subject and asks, what is the weather like in your part of the world? And they're incredibly wonderful stories and details about it. If you are not religious and you don't know the Bible, which is actually great literature, the best way to remind yourself and be up on it is to read Letters on the Earth, which is a sarcastic record of the stories of the Bible. It's very difficult to, you always feel inadequate when you talk about a great author, because the punchline is always in the sentences and how the paragraphs are constructed. This is where a story becomes an art. So the way to enjoy these writers, great writers like Mark Twain, is to keep reading them. And by the second and third time you are going to read it, you begin to have an idea of the immense wisdom and vision of that man about human life.
He clearly has absolutely no time for God.
No.
But he paints God as an absolute monster.
Yes.
So after he's created man and Noah and Adam and Eve and all the rest of it, the story of Adam and Eve, and then he introduces death. They're going to die. So they die, the children die. And then at one point he says, that's not really a punishment, because after you're dead, you don't suffer anymore. So he decides to send his son down to earth and create hell.
Yes.
Yeah. A more
Mark
vicious
Twain hated Christ, because Christ invented hell. So not only had people a horrible life, but they also had to...
They were punished after death.
They punished after death, so it had to have their suffering. What is also very beautiful, his description of heaven. He said, because what people like doing is to make love. That is the biggest thing, and people risk their life, their reputation, everything for sex. And
that's the one thing that's missing in heaven.
But there is no sex in heaven.
But he describes heaven, he says that very few people actually know how to sing well, and even fewer people know how to play a musical instrument. But once they get to heaven, that's all they do. They plonky plonk on their harps and they praise God with hymns 12 hours a day or more. That's heaven.
Yeah, so that's
so it's got everything they don't like and nothing that they do.
Yeah, so it's a very boring place. It reminds me of a joke of a man dying and goes to heaven, and St. Peter asks him where he wants to go, heaven or hell. And well, the man wants to try everything. So he goes first to hell. And in hell there are a big banquet, and the devils go around and serve everything to people.
The best food and wine imaginable.
And
yes.
Wine, food, wine, fruits, everything. So they live a very good time. So he goes back to heaven and says, I think I would like to go to hell. So said, you can't change your mind again. And so he goes down to hell again and expecting to be dined and having a great time. And he's in the mud. And people are always in the mud, and sometimes they are almost to raise their head and to breathe, but that was all.
And they get pushed back down.
Yeah, and then he's ending and he says, well, but I was here, and you had a big banquet. So where is that banquet? And the devil says, oh yeah, that was advertising. Thank you for watching, and I do hope you are going to read Letters from the Earth and Mark Twain's other books. He was the greatest ever American writer. I don't think they had anybody else as great as Mark Twain.